What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more MLB plays today over on PrizePicks. We've continued our massive run, but we fell just short yesterday of a three-man cash. We had Little Meat Pete, man. They just absolutely sold this yesterday. We came through with Corbin Carroll and Lourdes Gurriel pretty easily. Pete Alonso, man, needed two fantasy score, just do anything. Get hit by a pitch, get walked, anything would have had him at least 7 fantasy. He also sold me on this one right here, too. He just had to have another hit right there, and we're going to cash that one right there in the DubClub for 380 as well. So, Little Meat Pete for real last night. We're looking to bounce back. I got another team stack for you guys today. I'm feeling pretty good. We've cashed at least 2 of these in like the last 7 days or so, which we're up a ton, obviously, because I pay out like 5.5, 5.75x on these plays. Overall, though, feeling pretty good. Let's hop in and let's keep cashing. So I've got 3 plays for you guys today. If you guys want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here. If we get to 150 likes on this video, I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video for you guys. And while you're down there leaving a like, you may as well subscribe to the channel also with those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. And the final thing before we get to the free plays is to not miss out on joining the DubClub if you have not already. It is a limited time 50% off. So it's a limited time offer of 50% off of your first month or 60% off of the next 3 months. You can see all the different testimonies and the winners that we've had. We've had 50 to 1,800 this MLB season. You can see all the different testimonies there, right there. We had a winner yesterday over in the DubClub. It got reverted down a few legs. We were able to cash a slip on a small MLB sit here. We had Hicks with a push, Paulie with the reboot since he only had 2 plate appearances. And then you have Ramirez, Edwards, and Kerry Carpenter all coming through. The day before, we had this awesome winner here, 35 to 500. That's what I was hoping the Marlin slip would look like, but can't go wrong when you cash a winner. But still, I was looking to have a 35 to 500, which we're looking to do again tonight over in the DubClub. But cashed out on this Brewer slip there, had Gosman on the under who flew under there. Overall, though, we're looking to do that again tonight, and I'm expecting to hopefully do that again tonight as well. You get a lot more, though, with my Discord when you do join the DubClub. The first thing I recommend you do when you subscribe to the DubClub, though, is connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to all the premium channels over my Discord, which include the Correlation tab, where all of these plays are posted, with links, by the way, and as soon as I lock them in. You have community chat to talk to me and other members, as well as my contributors' plays. You have Asmi's golf plays, Emo's WNBA, Elo's soccer, Nerd Alert Esports, Astronaut Doe posting a little bit of everything, and then Nev with his KBO Wake and Cash plays. It's a great place to be. Community is extremely positive, and everybody's trying to win, and there are a lot of really smart guys in there putting out winning slips. So come join us with the link in my description. Get in right now with a discount. Now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you have those notifications on, and let's get to these free plays. The first play like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category, and I'm going to go with a Cleveland Guardian. That, of course, being J-Ram, Jose Ramirez, over 7.5 hitter fantasy score. By the way, if you are not on PrizePicks or don't have fantasy score available to you, what I always like if I take an over on the fantasy score is they're over hit runs and RBIs instead. Whether that's 1.5 or sometimes 2.5 if it's a player like Ohtani or something. But overall, I think Ramirez is in a great spot today over his 7.5 hitter fantasy score. So Ramirez has been over this line in about 52% of games this year, but in wins this year, he's been even better, over in 64%. We're going to mark him as a win, as the Guardians winning this game, though, because, of course, it's a team stack. We need them to score some runs if we want these both the guys on the same team to go over. So today I'm going to be backing Jose Ramirez. We're going to look for the Cleveland game here, as well as Kyle Manzardo here. So they're batting in the 3 and the 4 spot. Cleveland is at home today as a -121 favorite, and the over-under being 8.5. To get a interesting matchup here, this guy's recently been promoted to the majors and has been playing pretty good, although it was in matchups against Miami and the Reds. And Cleveland has probably got to be the toughest matchup that he's faced so far. He was in the majors last year too, but really struggled. But in his first 2 starts this year, he's been pretty good. Gone like, I believe, 17 and 18 outs in those games. But overall, I think Ramirez and Manzardo could take advantage of him today. At home this year, J-Ram has been especially good. In wins at home, he's won this line twice, all the way since April, which is insane track record right there. Wins at home, missed only twice since April is insane. So, love the spot for J-Ram just based off of those splits there. But looking more into the matchup here, overall against righties this year, he has been a lot better in terms of hit runs and RBIs at least. His average drops down a little bit, but just the Guardians are better overall against righties, which is why his hit rate is so much better for hit runs and RBIs. But overall, though, Waldrop really struggles against lefties, at least so far in his couple of starts. 278 batting average allowed and a 193 ERA allowed. He throws the splitter, sinker, and the curveball, which J-Ram is good against, especially two of those pitches. 328 on base average is not too terrible, but the sinker in the curveball is where he really excels. So overall, it's a very, very good matchup here for J-Ram, I think. It's a really nice matchup. I'm thinking this guy is going to kind of regress a little bit, coming off two pretty good starts, and I think that's going to start with J-Ram. But moving on to the next guy here is going to be Kyle Manzardo over his fantasy score at 5.5. Now, like I talked about a little bit earlier, he is going to be a lefty. So it's going to be, he's both J-Ram. J-Ram's a switch hitter, but he's going to be batting lefty more than likely. Then you have Manzardo here who's a lefty himself, and he's actually a little bit better himself against righty pitchers, while again, Waldrop struggles a little bit against lefties compared to righties. So we're taking two lefties here basically against him. But overall, in wins this year, Kyle Manzardo has been very good, going over in 68% of games. A lot of the time he's hooked this right at 5. What I also like on the over is going to be his hits, runs, and RBIs if you kind of want to avoid that hook, basically. It's very, very close. But there's plenty of games where he goes over hits, runs, and RBIs, but goes under fantasy score, or vice versa. So it's really pick your poison at that point, whether you're going to take the hits, runs, and RBIs or the fantasy score. I'm going fantasy score just because there's a lot more upside in my opinion, but we could really, really get screwed with him landing exactly on 5 fantasy. So I'm a little bit worried about that. That's not going to be the reason I stay away from Manzardo, because he's still in a great spot today. Against righties this year, he has been even better, just like J-Ram, in terms of hit runs and RBIs. And that pitch makes matchup here. He's a 345 on-base average. Splitter is a 422. Very good on-base average. Sinker drops down to a 323. Not completely terrible, though. Curveball drops down to a 332. So overall, though, that splitter, which he throws the most, he crushes that. Sinker and the curveball are not too terrible. I don't really hate those on-base averages. It's not anything super crazy either, though. But overall, with him just being a lefty facing a righty, and the splits being so good for us here, I expect him to be in a pretty good spot here. So again, I'm expecting some regression here from this new pitcher. He's only 23 years old. I believe he's a really, really young dude. And overall, again, I'm expecting some regression here. And I'm expecting Manzardo and J-Ram to hopefully get the better of him tonight. Before I get to the next play, if you're not yet on Sleeper Picks, it is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best DFS app out there right now because of all the promos that they offer for not just new users, but all users. I've been on this app for over a year now. I have a 35% profit boost for the NFL preseason. I have a $5 protected pick for the MMA, as well as a ton of different player promos right here. You can see there's a soccer one right there. There's an MMA one. There is some NFL preseason boost right here. It's a very, very cool app. Go check it out for yourself with the link in my description. And use promo code DOMG when you sign up. Available in most states 18 years and older. Using that promo code will get you a first deposit up to $100 and a free square when you sign up for Sleeper. You could also potentially get a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. For example, let's say you like Aaron Savale over strikeouts, for example, and maybe like another guy on the over or maybe the under, like Pete Armstrong. He's been under in all of his last 5 games. 3.4x payout here over on Sleeper. Maybe like Savale on the under instead. Pays out 3.74x over on Sleeper as well. Very, very cool app. Go get it for yourself in my description. And when you sign up, use my promo code DOMG because it helps me out and helps you out because you get a first deposit up to $100 and a free square when you sign up using my promo code. And while we're on the topic, if you've not already seen, you can actually get a free month of my DubClub if you happen to use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. So for example, if you sign up for Sleeper today using promo code DOMG, just take a screenshot and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I can send you back a free month of my DubClub. You can see all the different apps that I'm affiliated with right here. Better is the only app out there that is not promo code DOMG. It's DOMG Props. Every other app out there, though, is promo code DOMG when you sign up. So again, use my promo code, send it to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I will send you back a free month of my DubClub. And now getting to our pair here for the Cleveland Guardians today. Hopefully those boys come through. And I'd like Corbin Carroll on the over of 10.5 hitter fantasy score, running them right back. If all three are correct, pays out 5.75x on PrizePicks, 0.25x hit to the payout due to Cleveland guys being on the same team. But Corbin Carroll here has been over this line in 3 of his last 5 games. We had another Colorado matchup today. I love his matchup here against the Colorado Rockies. Corbin Carroll has been over this line in 48% of games this year, and now he gets to play in Coors. And it wins this year. He has been over this line in 59%, wins on the road 56%. However, like I said like 3 times now, he's playing in Coors today. Very, very different. When he is playing in Coors, he's been over this line in 6 of his last 7 games, only miss being right here, where they only scored 5 runs in this game against Colorado. Their expected team total today is about 7, so we're looking pretty good there in terms of the expected runs scored, considering they only had 5 last time when he missed this line. But overall, he has not had a hit actually against Tanner Gordon. He's had 4 plate appearances against him, so it's a pretty small sample size, but overall, Corbin Carroll is a lot better against righties, and Tanner Gordon struggles against basically all handiness. He's a little bit better, I guess, against lefties, but an 8 ERA and a 300 batting average allowed is not very good whatsoever, like really at all. Even for being in cores and pitching in cores. An 8 ERA is still pretty much unacceptable. But a 366 on-base average for Corbin Carroll this year. Against the fastball, though, is a 447, sliders at 319, and the changeup is a 285. So that fastball is extremely good at a 447. So there's a little bit more against the slider and the changeup, but overall, I'm not super worried about that, especially because the slider is the second most thrown when it's still over 300. So I'm not really super worried about that. Overall, it's a pretty simple breakdown, though. Just going to run Corbin Carroll right back. He loves playing in cores, clearly. He's had at least 9 fantasy score in the last 7 games playing there. And overall, I think the Diamondbacks are on a great spot here. So give me the over for Corbin Carroll and his fantasy score, as well as J-Ram and Kyle Manzardo tonight. So again, this entry here is going to be J-Ram over 7.5, Manzardo over 5.5, Corbin Carroll over 10.5. If you do not have fantasy score available to you, I like the over hit runs and RBIs instead. 1.5, you could maybe go 2.5 for J-Ram, but you're getting a little bit riskier at that point. 1.5 for Manzardo, and then 2.5 for Corbin Carroll, all on the over. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not done, though. I got some more free plays for you guys in a second here. But again, don't miss out on checking out the DubClub if you have not yet. 50% off with the link in my description, or 60% off of the next 3 months. Both options will be listed available in my description. And here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This year, we can show off the best expected value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they like Calvin Ridley and as well as Cam Ward over their passing and receiving yards, as well as a ton of different CSGO value, some League of Legends value, for example, as well. Tennis values even on the PrizePicks board. You find all these value plays by doing nothing but just clicking on this tool right here. And you can also see all the different apps that they have right here on this tool. And if you want this tool for yourself, you can get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the fantasy bundle and scrolling down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG when you sign up, because it helps me out. And of course, it helps you out as well. It gives you guys a little bit of a discount. But overall, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck. If you want to submit over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.